because it's not an explanation. Like if you look at the, like the thing is that Frank Carson mana base article is very important, and he says that in order to play in order to play like, you know, a card on turn like 4 or 5, you need like 10 sources. I mean, you do have 9 if you play an island in the sideboard, but if you play an island in the sideboard, then you have Dauntless the Dauntless Marshal, or whatever it's called, the 3 white card and an island. And if you don't play that, you have 8 sources only, which should be good only for turn 6 negate, according to Karsten mana base. Well, you'll start test. Where will you start in testing for the best one format? What do you mean exactly? I am right now testing this deck, which I think it's cool, but it has some weakness. Do you have a list of Sultai best of 1? No, I do not. I do not have a list for Sultai best of 1, just because I don't think it's particularly good. In best of 1, Mono Red is much better, and game 1 you're not that good against Mono Red. I mean, you're good, but if there's the Mono Red with 18 lands is 17 lands because of the algorithm of hands, I think you're maybe a dog. And against control, obviously, like you cannot win. So if you play against this Reclamation deck, also is pretty bad. If you play against Gats, it's very bad. Like the fact that Sultai doesn't have access to the sideboard makes it much worse in the best of 3 format, then the best of 1 format, then best of 3. In best of 3, I think it's the best deck, but in best of 1, it's not. What other decks will you test? I wanna try. Do I care about this Llanowar? I think I care about this Llanowar Elf, just in case they have like Carnage Tyrant. What I wanna try is some mid-range deck that can beat on red. Maybe it's a Drakes. Maybe I can try it's a Drakes. Alright, here I'm just gonna go Sinister Sabotage. Even if Jade Ranger is not the strongest of the card, I still need to dig for a Reclamation. It's a problem with this deck. It needs to find Reclamation. Try Merfolk. Interesting. My teammates were the one who played Merfolk. Ralph Levy, Jason Chang mainly, who's the one who pushed Merfolk and made Ralph Levy play it. Jason Chang and Vraska. Jason Chang did very badly, whereas Raf went 8-2, which is kind of weird, because Jason went 0-4 and Raf went 8-2. I don't know. It kind of feels a little bit too underpowered to me. I'm not a fan of playing Jade Bearer in a standard format. Alright, see, yeah, we finally ran them out of threats, and there it is. Reclamation in the house. I think I'm gonna go expansion here. Oh, a Sunsis Trophy. Alright. I guess a Sunsis Trophy it is. Kaya is a terrible card, but it's good against Mono Red, Mono Blue. Ooh, Kaya. Is it helpful to have teammates playing different decks? It is. It definitely is. If ooh, Krasis on top. That's scary. It definitely is helpful, yes. Because if they just break it, you have access to them breaking the format. It's very hard to break the format right now. So overall, I never change my deck based on a teammate. I usually just play the deck I come with at the beginning of the week. I always lock myself in a deck on like Tuesday. But, alright, how much is this? 6, okay. Alright, I'm also gonna draw some cards here, just 4 though. Just 4. So I'm gonna cast Expansion for 4. And have to Explosion, sorry, my opponent. I mean, at the end of the day, four lands? Really? 5 lands? What? How can I draw 5 lands? 5 lands, alright. I guess having a 6/6 on top of drawing 3 cards is better than just drawing 4 cards and dealing 4 damage. Wild Growth Walker, we can kill that with our kicker, Ship on Fire. And I'm gonna do that. The Shuffler is out here, yeah. Alright, we're dead in 2 turns. I need to draw something good. Like, probably another... Don't really know what I'm looking for here. Probably some like Growth Spiral into... Ooh, that helps. Alright, I think now I have 6, so now I can kill the Adroit Crisis, as well as drawing 6 cards. So there's that. Alright, this game is interesting. They don't tap land or elf. Means that they drew another Crisis. It's pretty bad. But I still draw 6 cards. Maybe I'll kill them. No Reclamation. That's unfortunate. Come on, let's draw Reclamation and go with Midzet plus Reclamation, and then that's the game. If that doesn't happen, I think we lose. Maybe not. It's a Crisis 4/7. Okay. Actually, Reclamation. There it is. So we play Reclamation. We play... I think I'll shock myself. Pay to life. Then I'll go visit the Perun. And then I'll go opt. Wait, let me make a stop end of turn first. And then I'll go opt. I'm gonna draw 2 cards. So I can I kill a Droid Crisis? I think I can, right? Yeah. So just deal damage to Crisis. Sinister Sabotage, think bottom. Draw. Deal 1 damage to Crisis. Then end of turn, resolve. Cast Chemistry's Insight. Draw card. Deal damage to Crisis. Resolve. Resolve. Deal 2 damage to Crisis. Resolve. Resolve. Then, I think I'm gonna cast Growth Spiral. Resolve. Deal damage to Crisis. Resolve. Then draw for Growth Spiral. Put a land in the battlefield. I'll put this. Then 1 damage to Crisis. Then pass the turn with Sinister Sabotage up, and then that's the game. Alright, this was a good game. This was a good game. I was hoping for more excitement in the chat. Chat is pretty... Maybe you guys are... it's been too long that we're playing this deck. It's been, what, 2 hours? 34 that we're playing this deck? We can change, maybe. If you guys want, we can play some... Blue-Red Drakes. Alright, I see some excitement, finally. Finally, I put the...
And actually...
Ooh, so much excitement.
Look at the look on Reed's face there. He can't quite believe what's happening to him here.
That's got to become a meme at some point.
Alright. I see so much excitement now that I'm changing deck. Because... yeah, I guess why not? Alright, what do we want to play here? So I have this deck under my hands. How do we want to build this deck? We want to cut 1 land. How many lands is this? 21. I think I'm gonna cut a land. Probably a mountain. So this will be 12 red sources. I think it's enough. Can we play some limited? No. I'm gonna do standard only. Can you tell the story of the sub sound with Reed Duke? The story is just that I played the ranks against Reed Duke at the PT Atlanta, and I ultimated Xenagos the Reveler and hit double Arbor Colossus, and I won with it. A game that I wasn't very ahead. Thank you very much, Joel Sogs, for the sub. Very appreciated. I hope that the excitement of that game brought you to the subscription. Go for LSV build. No, I really dislike the Phoenix version. I think that this is much better. Having an Enigma Drake, a Crackling Drake, just makes you much better against red. So we're on 58 cards. What am I looking for? Probably one more Spell Pierce. I kind of want to put Fairy Cannon in my deck. Like one. And then maybe one Terramander. Wow, the cat is making noise. I think the cat is dreaming. You probably don't hear it, but it's like It's making some little noise. You see the cat right here? It's that thing. That thing on the bed. Next to my pillow. Yeah, of course. Yeah, but it's very good that LSV wins with it, so your opponent plays it. That's always what I think about when I see, you know, the master of the game like LSV and Yasoka top 8 with the worst decks. Sweet dreams, cat. Yeah. All right, let's try this deck. Now let's go. Actually, should I take a screenshot? And yeah, I think I should. So just wait for a sec, as I am going to take a screenshot of the deck, putting it on Imgur, and so that I can if people want to see it, you guys can see it. Alright, so this is the link. So I'm gonna do outcome decklist. Okay. Do you have a sideboard? Nope. I don't have a sideboard, but I think the deck is always the same. Like, it's been the same forever at this point. So just I don't think it changed much. If you don't play best of 3, I think more cut, less magic is what we need right now. Maximize velocity. I don't like maximize velocity. I think it's too much. All right, I cut a mountain. If you looked, and we immediately open a hand with 2 mountains. This is the first mulligan that I do today. With the Temur Reclamation deck, we kept every single 7. Every single 7. And meanwhile, the cat keeps on making noises. I mean, noises, like, it's very subtle, but it's kinda funny. Any consideration for melody? I don't think so. I think Melody is only good against like Wildgrowth Walker and Crazes, and I think in best of 3 you see less of these two. Of course, now we're playing against that deck, but overall I don't think so. Alright, let's just hope my opponent doesn't go Jade Light. Alright, they don't go Jade Light. So I'm gonna go Lava Coil on the Terramander. And sorry, on the Lava Coil, on the what's called Wildgrowth Walker. And then I think I'm gonna go Terramander. I could have just go Island Go. My opponent would have been scared and wouldn't have played Vivian Reed. Ostity, okay. Ostity is annoying. They put a big sword on my Terry, and then they cast it with the Lanra Elves. Alright. More lands. Let's kill that and pass the turn. Maybe I should have slow rolled the Terry. But if the Terry survives, then I have 2 Chartacors to just, you know, use them, abuse of them. Branchy, okay. So they found the extra land that they probably didn't have. I draw another shock. I need to draw some drakes. Where are my drakes? Not that I want to cast it right now. Wow, so many lands. That's insane. I don't want to cast it right now, but still. How many lands did we draw? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a lot of lands for a 20 lands deck. Alright, let's kill that. Not that it's that threatening, but just because we don't have that much to do. Wow, another land, okay. Alright. 5 cards against 2. They draw a land. Do they have... Oh, Carnity. Carnity with the roar. Alright, let's draw Crackling Drake, please. Crackling Drake. And Discovery. Alright, I'll cast Discovery. Chartercourse Terramander. Okay, I like both. Then I go land go. One will probably try to kill our Crackling Drake. Will make it survive with a dive down. If that to remove a spell, I'm dead. We're so very close to adopt this Terramander. 0 spell is the bin. So 8 mana. They only have 6. Any chance to see some Phoenix being played? You don't like this version. I don't like the version with Phoenix. Sorry, since alright, we did. I really dislike the version with Phoenix. I don't think it's any better than this. It might be better against Sultai, but in best of 1, Sultai is not a thing. Like, you know, we're obviously lost against Sultai right now, but it's usually not a thing, let's say. And this is much better against red and blue, and I guess control, they're both bad. Yeah. Best of 3, maybe it's better, but I don't like it. I never liked the version with Arclight Phoenix. I always thought it was a very underpowered deck. And it kinda like disappeared until Team Challenge Fireball showed up with it, but only LSV did well in the team. Which doesn't really say too much because LSV really does well with every single deck. Alright, we're looking for red mana. There it is. Okay, I'm gonna shock myself and Lava Coil the Incubation Druid. Then I have to decide if I want to just expose the Enigma Drake to a Conclave Tribunal, or whatever my opponent might have. Hero of the Precinct one. This is interesting now. I think I'm gonna cast Enigma Drake. Since I drew another threat, I think I'm finding just curving out better. Is the scarf a likey item? Or I love Harry Potter? No, I feel cold in my neck when I go in American's Convention Center. So I just put the scarf on. It's not an item. It's for my safety. It's for my health. All right. So I'm just gonna attack first. I'm gonna draw 2 cards. Okay, pay 2 life. And then I think I'm gonna Lava Coil the Ever Precinct one. My opponent has a removal spell from Enigma Drake. It's no big deal since we drew 2 more Drakes. Deputy of Detention. Okay. I really dislike Deputy of Detention. I think it's a pretty mediocre card. Alright, let's go Lava Coil on the Deputy. Get back my Enigma Drake. And then I think I'm just gonna go Terramander and leave up Dive Down. I don't want to play another Enigma Drake because my opponent might have another Deputy and can just get both Drakes. I don't have more removal spell for it. So now we just have 2 blockers for their attackers. Terramander is still just a 1/1 for a bunch of turns, but we do have protection now. I think this game is locked up. Rand is great, and yep. I think we got him. Do you love Harry Potter though? I mean, who doesn't? Harry Potter is just great. Just great book, great movie. I think I watched every single Harry Potter at the cinema when I was younger. I mean, it's been a very long time at this point, right? That Harry Potter isn't out there. Alright, what I want to do here is... So I'm missing... If I go correctly, Drake, I miss 1 mana to adapt Terramander, but I think it's the best. Because I don't want to go Enigma Drake and just expose myself to another Deputy of Detention. So if I draw a land, it's good. Alright, so let's adapt Terry. And send Terry to the Vivian and Enigma Drake to my opponent. Are you still in the US? No, I'm home. I'm home and very much jet-lagged. Since now it's 4:25 AM and I've been live for 2 hours 45. Alright, kind of forgot about the crazes. And now Vivian is still alive. They give them the 6th land. What are they gonna do with the 6th land though? If they cast crazes, they go up to 13, and they should be still dead to my board. Can you explain why did you attack with that way? Yeah, no, I just forgot they had a blocker, but they're still dead now. Actually, it was better that they attacked their face, because now they're dead. No, actually, they're not dead, right? 13. They just take 11. All right. They only take 11 here. Now I'm gonna kill Vivian Reed. Didn't do it before, cause whatever. Yep. So I'm gonna just trade. What are you most looking forward to see in Rome? I think the Vatican Museum. The Vatican Museum, it's what I'm the most excited about. It's really, really a treasure. So many great things to watch. Have people at the PT looked past Marcio past or not really? Don't want to make this thing. I really like Marcio. And alright, so I don't think I want to play another Enigma Drake, because if my opponent goes Deputy of Detention, it's pretty bad. Just gonna pass here. You're going to attempt to get through the day before going to bed. I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can do that. I woke up basically at 1 AM, so... Yeah, Rome is a fairy city. Yeah, also, my girlfriend studies arts, and she had an exam basically entirely on Rome, so she'll basically be my guide in Rome, so that's kind of cool. How long were you in America for? 1 week. 1 week. I stayed in Cleveland, but I really didn't see much. I was basically in the house testing, since it was so freaking cold that I really didn't want to go out at any point. Alright, so I can cast Enigma Drake, cast my Terry, which is a 5/5. Yeah, not only was wind, it was cold, it was like awful to go out. Whenever I went out, I was like, wow, this is awful. So basically, I only went out to take the Uber to go to the location. Alright, the cast Night Autumn. This card is underpowered. This card is very underpowered. For standard. It's good in Legacy though. Pretty weird that this card is good in Legacy and not in Standard. That's why Cleveland sucks. No, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of good things, but it wasn't what I were. No, I put a misclicked on March. Too bad. And the shame concession. I don't think they could have ever won though. But yeah. Their food was cheap. Does Italy make scarves not made for giant? What does it mean? What did you think of the Temur Reclamation deck from earlier? Oh, I played the deck for 2 hours and a half. I really liked it. I think it's a bad matchup against red, but other than that, I think it has only good matchups other than red. Because against control looks pretty good. Against Sultai is very good. Against Weenie, I think you're fine. I mean, I guess Weenie and blue can get you, but other than that, I think it's fine. Red, it's very hard though. Oh, is scarf the plural of scarf? Okay, my scarf are large. Yeah, I like large scarf. They also make small scars. Alright, this matchup is pretty bad, but since I have lands and spells, I'm gonna just play Discovery. I'm gonna just play top lands here. Yeah, don't worry. Maybe he just needs to finish out the con. Alright, opponent doesn't play another. That's weird. They didn't have a 2-drop. Alright, don't want Spell Pierce. I think I want this land though. It's kind of it's a pain land, so it's annoying, but I can curve out Enigma Drake, top land, Crackling Drake. I think with this curve I can beat their deck. Wow, not even a 3-drop. That's insane. This is a mulligan hand for sure. Good night, Giovanni. Thanks for hanging out. What is your favorite Italian food? Favorite Italian food? Ask Juice Goss. You can do it too. It's carbonara. It has the white. Background, but it's still my favorite food. My 3 favorite food are my emojis: carbonara, pizza, and gelato. These are my three favorite food. All right, so let's keep on playing our walls here and our top lands. I'm also a big fan of carbonara. Yeah, but Italian carbonara is really something else. Congrats to the MC. Thank you very much. It's definitely a great tournament. Mine's Olive Garden. Frozen spaghetti. Frozen spaghetti doesn't sound. How can frozen spaghetti be a thing? All right. I don't want to shock myself, so unless I draw an island, I won't have opt up. Also, Salty watch you get land screw versus mono blue. Against Reed, if I don't draw Harpooner in the last turn, I maybe win. Cause I don't know if you guys follow that game, but I cast down for their Jin, and the Reed only had a Essence Capture, so I top deck Harpooner. He cast the Essence Capture and then made so that, I mean, it's kind of weird to explain like this, but yeah, I felt very ahead that game. Sorry. If I fell behind, but the way my draw step worked out, it's pretty weird. If I had drawn differently. How bad is the Italian food in USA? I don't know. I don't really try Italian food very often. I went one time to an Italian place and it was very bad. It was called Maggiano. I don't remember exactly. Ooh, that's a large boy. Johnny. So the Cannon Large, Dauntless Bodyguard, and Skymarch Aspirant. Okay. They can now attack with all. Who this protects Banner the Lock, so then. Alright, I think I'm gonna just go dive down on a Drake. And then just trade and eat. Go down to 6. Yeah, because Mangiano's like it's like a top tier. Yeah, it was also very expensive. But yeah, I guess you pay for rare food. You pay the bills. Alright. I cast my Crackling Drake. Fairy Cannonade, that's nice. I think I'm gonna go Chart a Course so that I can discard a spell, make my Crackling Drake a 5, and attack at Ajani. I'll discard Discovery. And then I'll kill Ajani. I'm dead to a top deck Conclave Tribunal. Hopefully they don't draw it. Alright. Come on, don't draw Conclave Tribunal. Oh, alright, I think we got this. Their hand was great. On the play, the clock in our moves, but alright, go down to 2, but it's totally fine. And now I think we lock this up. How do I lock this up best? I'm gonna shock this. Can I win this turn? No, maybe I can. Let's cast Opt. Maybe if I don't discard Discovery there. Oh, Beacon Bolt. No, I don't think I can win this turn. Alright, let's make sure to tap the Beacon Bolt so I can adapt the Armander. It doesn't matter because there's no way we can lose, but... Alright. Yeah, I mean, our hand was fine. My opponent did nothing for the first 3 turns. There's no way the White Weenie can win if they just could do nothing on turn 2 and 3. The best Italian food in a tiny restaurant? Yeah, I mean, if it doesn't really matter how big is the restaurant if the cook is good, you know? If the cook is actually from Italy, it doesn't really matter how big is the restaurant. If it's just a chain that just does overcooked pasta, it doesn't matter how many people are there, how many expensive is their bill. Good Italian is pretty much a restaurant, yeah. 20 plus on a plate, wow, that's insane. In order to pay 20 plus on a plate in Italy, you have to go to like a star restaurant, I think. Usually 20 euro is, you know, the final bill with everything. Alright, playing against red. I just shocked myself, but I guess I have to. Fanatical Firebrand. I'm gonna just, speaking of shock, I'm gonna just shock the Fanatical Firebrand. Turn 2, I'll cast Discovery, looking for lands. I guess now I maybe don't look for lands anymore. I have to keep this. Ooh, that's very good. I'm gonna put Beacon Bolt in the graveyard. Destroy Enigma Drake. Shock to Loxodon and Cannon. Yeah, whatever. There's no way I could have lost that game. So, all right. Runaway Steamkin was there. Is their play? I'm gonna just shock Runaway Steamkin and cast another Discovery. Looking for Crackling Drake or Enigma Drake. Definitely not 2 lands. Was Vargas playing Discovery or just Radical Idea? And that's the thing why, you know, this deck is better, because this deck flood less. Because you have, you know, actual cantrip, not like good cantrip. Alright, I'm gonna just go Enigma Drake plus Dive Down. I think I'm not gonna block. How many top 64 have you had in the last 8 PTs? 8? I mean, one time I finished 67th. Last PT I finished 67th, but in the last 8 PT I always finished X6 or better. Actually, only one time X6, X5 or better in the last 8 PT. Other than that X6. I went 3 times X5, 3 times X4. Sorry, one time, no, 2 times X6. Alright, my opponent blocked like this, which is weird. Yeah, this is not a great play on my opponent's side. Yeah. Basically lost their Chain Whirler here. I mean, it's pretty clear that I have Dive Down or Spell Pierce. It was too risky on my opponent's side. Yeah. But his matchup again, it's very good, as I said multiple times. So I'll attack first, so I can cast Chart a Course and have more information on what to discard. In case I draw, and in case I draw 2 lands, I'll discard a land, or even 1 land. Actually, I'm just gonna cast Shock. What's the secret of being so consistent? It's limited. I do very well in limited all the time, and I play very safe constructed deck. And that's all it matters. That's all it matters at the PT. I used to love their Ziago cinnamon bagels. I don't really like cinnamons. Alright, I need to opt into Spell Pierce or my opponent will kill my Drake. I'm also fine in just drawing. Yeah, Terramander is great. Okay, it's a 2 mana 5/5. Alright, so goodbye Enigma Drake. What do you like to hear? Alright, I'm gonna keep this island in my hand because I have Beacon Bolt in the graveyard. Goblin Chain Whirler. Alright, I'm still on 16. I might even just attack here. Oh, Crackling Drake. Exactly what you want. In basically every game that goes a little bit longer, Crackling Drake is the card you always want to draw. Such a good card, Crackling Drake. But yeah, again, Drake has a very positive matchup against red, very good matchup against blue, pretty bad against Sultai, which is not really popular, pretty bad against Esper, which is popular, very bad against Nexus, which is banned. So overall, it's a very polarized deck. Against Weenie, it really depends on how many Drakes you draw. I want to wait for a little bit to see where it's consistent. I guess, as I said, limited. You want to practice limited as much as you can. You want to have a very good glimpse on the format. Then there's school of limited. There's a Ben Stark school, a Marcio school, which is to just draft two, just basically equalize every guild. Every guild. Oh, this is great on the play because you can go Terramander into Charter Course. To basically say every guild is equal, and I want to draft whatever it's open. Whereas my strategy is kind of different in limited, and has been working very well for me, which is to playtest in the so the PT now it's to playtest a lot and draft all the guilds, but then decide basically arbitrarily what is the best guild. Or what are the best guilds, and just draft those. For example, PT GRN, Guilds of Ravnica, I was only drafting Boros or Demir. At PT, last PT, the Ravnica Legions, I was drafting only Orzhov, Simic, and Gruul. And this way, you kinda, because in my playtest, those were the most successful guilds. And that way you avoid, like, you know, for example, Selesnya. Last set was awful, or I didn't like Izzet at all. Basically, based on your win rate and your feeling about the metagame, you can play that way. For example, in this set, I hate Rakdos, and I don't like Azorius. I found myself losing a lot with these guilds, whereas I found myself very well with green decks, and of course Orzo, because that's the best deck. So yeah. So the PT I kinda force a certain number of archetypes. Alright, been drawing super bad this game. Been drawing super bad. Seraph of the Scales is awful against Lava Coil, and we happen to have 4 in our deck. So hopefully we stop drawing lands and draw Lava Coils. Can take a bunch of hit. We have a 1/4 Drake to block the Knight of Grace. But yeah, other than that, my school is always to play tier 1. I don't know if you guys read my Twitter post about for the last 5 PTs, I played the most popular deck all the time. And the one before, I played the second most popular deck. So basically what I do is always play the most popular deck. Which is... the PT have been like 2 weeks to 1 month after the release, so now there's basically shared information, public information. You always know what's the best deck, so just play that, and that's gonna be fine. You're never gonna do that bad. Thank you, Resnove. And yeah. So basically, that's basically what I do. Next PT though is very different because it's pre-release weekend. It's pre-release weekend. Pre-release weekend PT is gonna be hard. All right, what do you want to do here? Can shock the Terramander and attack with my own, so I can then cast Charter Course and hope to draw Lava Coil. Or yeah, I think I want to do that. So I'll shock that, attack with the Terramander, because this Terramander cannot block. And I want to draw Lava Coil. And I did that. Alright. And now the board is under control. Seraph of the Scale is not a playable card, I think, in Standard. It's a 4 mana 4/3 without a comes to playability. It's not good for Standard. Top limited player is 100% Marcio Carvalho. he has the best results by far in the last 2 years, basically. And I had the honor to play with him a bunch of times in limited, and yeah, it's just another level. All right, what do I want to do here? Unfortunately, I can't adapt. I think there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, no, 5. Well, there's 5. Okay, so I can adapt. Yeah. All right, so I'll pass. Yeah, John Finkel is the highest number of 3-0 for sure. He started playing in when I was like 2 years old. Was this a Phoenix the best choice for the PT? Definitely not. Definitely not. Is the Phoenix was played by 7 people, 7 top players, and only one did the top 8, and only one did well. Andre Strasky went 3-7 with the deck. Alexander Hain, which is like one of the best player deck, one of the best players, yeah, didn't do well either. All right, let's block, and after block, I'm gonna adapt. And let's see if they have a removal spell. If they do, no, looks like they don't. All right, good enough. Maybe my opponent overlooked my graveyard. Oh, Osti team. All right, bye bye, Terramander. If opponent just main phased that, I'm pretty fucked. All right, I don't think I wanna Beacon Bolt hostage taker yet. I might just need to Beacon Bolt something bigger like a Lyra. Yeah, Marcio streams in the streams in the afternoon. But yeah, basically, the what's the best player? It's such bullshit. Like I really hate the who's the best player, what's the best player, and stuff like that. In Magic, there's very many very good players, and there's not a best, or there might be a bunch of good players. Drake, okay. So I need to kill this Hero Precinct one, discard a land. Then I'll play Enigma Drake, and hopefully my opponent just... Yeah, this Spell Pierce is probably just dead. Opponent has 6 lands, so even Vrasta's Contempt doesn't play around Spell Pierce. Varus Dren just checking in with some pizza emojis. Did you have any good food in Cleveland? No, I did not have any good food in Cleveland. But it's fine. It's fine. Oh, Niv Mizzet. We got Niv Mizzet in the house. I think I'm gonna play a land here, because I might just draw a shock off a Spell Pierce. Please don't hostage taker me. Don't hostage taker me. Oh, Basilica Bellhound. Got heavily punished for playing this land. Alright, I need to top deck here. It's a mountain. Alright. Hopefully my opponent doesn't attack with both of their creatures. How many lands did I draw? I drew the classic 11 lands in the top 22 cards. No big deals. There's 38 cards in my deck, and 9 of them are lands. And 29 are spells. Congrats on another top 16. Thank you very much. Alright, lost this game. Was pretty hard to lose this game, but I guess happens. Did you have any... Yeah. Let's see if he can crack his little puzzle. I mean, he might just, play... It's not that bad to play around my shock, for example. I guess on Arena, if your opponent has shock or not. Yeah, it's just fun to talk about, but it might also just... Like, for example, Owen Turtle is definitely a great player. But like, basically everyone thinks he's the best because he always says the best. I mean, he's clearly a good player. But the fact that he always claims himself to be the best, which is very funny, and I love Owen, is definitely a great personality. Very important in the Magic panorama. Yeah, and... Kind of same thing with Ben Stark. Ben Stark doesn't claim himself to be the best, but like basically everyone claims Ben Stark to be the best. He's definitely great. you know, a great drafter, but it's not that Mike Segrist or LSV or Reed Duke, you know, all these players. They're all great, kind of equally, you know. All right, it's kind of a shame that we have to bin 2 Drakes, but we're looking for lands here. Put 2 blue, probably gonna go Merfolk Trickster now. Yeah, GP registration code is video, remember guys. If you register to any GP or even a GP side event like a limited package or stuff like that, you can use the code video, as you see in the top right corner, and you'll support my stream. And it'll be very, very appreciated, your support, obviously. Alright. I guess I'll play 1-4, just to block. Great stream, you love my future match. Thank you, thank you. And I didn't watch the Mythic Championship purely because the names makes me cringe. I mean, you can do whatever you want. If you don't watch something because of the name, I think you miss an opportunity. Mythic Championship is a great opportunity to learn how to play Magic. If you don't watch it, it's just your loss. Alright, I think I have to chump here. I need to top deck a land to play Crackling Drake, but we're in a very bad spot here. Even if yeah. If I draw a land to play Crackling Drake, what happens here? Not much. I think I need to chump block again. Yeah, I mean, but... Alright, opponent with a triple Curse Obsession draw. We still need to put some spells in the graveyard for this Beacon Bolt. And I'm gonna keep on chump blocking, I think. Maybe not. Yeah, I'm not gonna chump block. They'll draw 3 cards this turn. It's very hard to beat. We chart a course to find Lava Coil. Yes, I could have done that, but my opponent had... No, they didn't have mana up. No, I think it's better to just go... Just basically draw 1 card with the Crackling Drake to make a land drop for next turn and kind of establish a board so that next turn I can go, like, put some spells in the graveyard, dive down the Crackling Drake, so it's a 4/7. They showed better how the sideboard in the Mythic Championship. Yeah, but ooh, yeah, I should have done that. That would have been a Lava Coil if I go chart a course. But I think this is fine. All right, so I can go Lava Coil, chart a course, dive down. I think I'm gonna sequence my cards in this way. Alternatively, I can go. Actually, I'm gonna go Lava Coil on the Trickster. When it would probably counter. Let's see. Alright, so then negate, resolve. And now I have 2 spells in my bin. So I can cast Beacon Bolt on the Miscloaked Herald. So I'll do that. And then I think I'll take 4 more damage. Do you guys think they will have some Magic Arena? Yes. You missed on a very big announcement. You should definitely go check out the announcement. The 3 Mythic Arena Championship. Sorry, Pro Tours. No, yeah, the names are hard, but we'll work it out. Okay, so opponent has infinite cards in hand. They'll probably just find their way to beat me. Siren Storm Teamer. Alright, draw land. So what can I do here is... what can I do here? Kick things off with a chart, of course. Looking to draw some red cards. Alright, let's try to cast Enigma Drake. And then have Dive Down Up. You think it's Niv? Then I just lose to Trickster. I wanted to put a spell in my graveyard so that the Crackling Drake is a 4/4, so now I can kill the Trickster. I mean, we're in a very bad spot. My opponent drew a lot of extra cards. Alright, so now I can dive down to have blockers. And let's see. They could have another Trickster. They could have another Curse Obsession. Yeah, another Trickster. and then they just dive down the Trickster that I block with Enigma Drake, and yeah, it's basically done. No, betrayed. All right, then I have a shot. Tempest Djinn. All right, so what we can do here is to cast a Crackling Drake. And let's see, if I hit a land, I can cast Beacon Bolt. I hit a land. I'm gonna cast Beacon Bolt on the Tempest Djinn. And pass. And with the 6th land, okay, hopefully no Entrancing Melody. Terramander is okay. They don't have, yeah, they have. How many spells do they have? Just 1, 2, wow. Only 2 spells in the graveyard despite having, what? 8 cards. Alright, I passed and I drew in Lava Coil. Alright, I'm gonna cast Niv and pass the turn. Basically, I'm playing defensively now. They clearly have counter magic, but Niv playing around it very well. Wow, we're in this game. That's pretty insane. Alright, opponent pays 6 to adopt Terramander. It's fine with me. And now Niv is gonna just tear apart this game. Gonna double block this Terramander, so if my opponent has dive down, it doesn't protect. Alright, gonna kill Serum Storm Temur. Then I'm gonna Lava Coil this Trickster, draw a card. See what we draw. Dive down. So yeah, I'm gonna just dive down and kill their Trickster. And then I can attack for 13. Oh, this game's cool. I didn't think I would have won this game. Very nice. They probably just had Essence Capture or something, and yeah, Niv Mizzet managed to beat their board. Alright, good game, good game. Head Explosion. Head Explosion for our opponent. This Blue-Red Drake's deck is going well. Alright. What is on the draw? Zach wants to be on the play because the early game is basically the setup, so you might just fall too far behind. Llanowar Elf on turn 1 could be another Golgari, another Sultai. Yep. Alright, Jade Light turn 2. I'm gonna opt. No, I'm gonna top this Crackling Drake. Crackling Drake is usually the best thing against Sultai because it's a 2-for-1. Oh, Karn. It's nice. Unfortunately, I don't have Spell Pierce, so I'm gonna have to tap out. It's pretty bad to have 2 lands because you kind of want to just hit spells so that you can just enlarge your Drakes. Alright, I'll give them a top land. Attack me for 4. Next turn, what can I do? I think I'm just gonna cast Enigma Drake. If they have a removal spell, it's okay. They might just luck blue mana. I'm gonna just curve out with Drakes here. Why not wait for Explorer to resolve extra info? Yeah. It's just to be faster, it's less clicks. Because if you're tapped out, Arena just auto yields and passes the turn. I mean, obviously, the best play would just be to let them resolve the Jade Light Ranger trigger, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, actually, Rhythm of the Wild in Limited, it's more. Well, what guilds do you like in GRN? I like Orzhov, Simic, and Gruul. In this order, I think, yeah. In this order. Orzhov is my favorite. Oh, GRN. Oh, sorry. In Jiran, I like Boros, Dimir, and Golgari. But the way you have to draft Golgari, it's 20 spells, 20 creatures, 3 spells. That's very important. Because the deck gets... It's basically unplayable if you draft a normal Golgari deck with, like, you know, spells and creatures. You have to draft 20 creatures with a lot of cheap spells, with a lot of cheap creatures to enable Undergrowth. Alright, I don't think I can ever win. They have a cast down here. I'm gonna attempt to do so, though. That's okay. All right, I want to shock. What do I want to shock here? Just pass. Yeah, Golgari is very hard to draft. I did draft Golgari in the top 8 of the Mox Open. I don't know if you guys. Yeah, I can't win this game anymore. There's Walker plus Jade Light. At the end of December, there was a Mox Open, 9 rounds, and I streamed it all. It was my first stream ever, and I streamed the 9 rounds of Magic Online, the Championship Open sealed, and I made the top 8. Pretty great with my stream no delay, with my Dimir 1 rare, and then in the top 8 I drafted Golgari. It was a pretty good deck. I was the only one in the pod. There was only one Rizorm Lurcher open. That was the only bad part. I lost in the top 4 to Jabberwocky, who ended up winning the tournament. To Expansion. I lost to Expansion Explosion, basically. I would have won the game if it wasn't for Expansion Explosion. And I think I drafted a pretty cool Golgari deck there. Yeah, Golgari was nice. Golgari was nice, but it had to be open to be good. The power level was too low. Wow, main deck to Catley. That's something. I'm just gonna opt here, so that I have to click less time. I don't need the 4th land. Yeah, basically it's about that. Poop cats and walls. It's how you draft Golgari. All cards the cantrips, and then alright, so I want to shock this bodyguard. I think I'm gonna do it now, so that my opponent has less. I guess Venerate Deluxon is now very bad because of the Catley. So yeah, I could have probably just played Discovery. Yeah, I guess that's fine. I prevented 3 damage this way. I prefer beatdown Golgari. Yeah, Centipede is great. What's called Spinal Centipede is definitely one of the key pieces of Golgari. Alright, I think I'm gonna tap Island Mountain. So if I find an island, this is actually very good. Yeah, I like this order a lot. I'm gonna cast another Discovery. Despite I know the top card already, I just put 1 more spells in the bin. And then there's land. Yeah, I actually like this a lot. So it's okay. I'm gonna draw these 2 cards. So the next turn I can go Enigma Drake and then Steam Vent Tapped for Dive Down. Since there's Tocatli in play, ooh, it's a lot of damage. I think I lost this game now. This Banalish Marshall. I think I lost this game now. So if I go Enigma Drake, I think I'm dead. So my opponent is Rabanalia pops up. I'm not dead on board. Not dead on board. I might draw my Singleton Fiery Cannonade. Now, even if that happens, I'm still dead. Yeah, I don't know what can I draw at this point. That sucks. I'm exactly dead because I can deal with 2 creatures. That sucks. I lost this game. My opponent didn't do much. Yep. Defeat. Yeah, white win is not a good match at game 1. I mean, playing best of 1, so game 1 for sure. Wow, it's the creator of your favorite content. That's very, very, very nice to hear. Especially since Luis Scott Vargas is another creator of Channel Fireball content, so being favorite to Luis Scott Vargas is an honor for me. Hello, Clumbats. Welcome to the stream. Alright, I'm gonna go Mountain Go. What deck did you play at the Magic Championship? I played Sultai. I played Sultai mid-range. I'm gonna go Discovery. It's better to go Discovery for many reasons. The first one being that you go deeper with Discovery and we need to find land. And the second being that Charter Course can be played later to just draw 2 cards. Since you don't have Arclight Phoenix in the deck, you don't want to main phase Charter Course in this deck. Alright, let's play this 1-4. Hopefully my opponent doesn't have Baffling End. What's the significance of 09 in my nickname? I just created the account in 2009. I've been using this account forever. I guess 10 years at this point. Alright, that's probably an Red Loxodon into my near future. Ooh, it's need to draw a Mountain now. If I don't draw a Mountain, I think I lose to this Loxodon. Basically, opponent gonna play Loxodon, and I don't really know how can I beat it. There's a Fairy Conduit in my deck. Just one though. So I can go to... Yeah. What accessible build? Oh, you mean with this deck? Yeah. Ooh, they don't have Loxodon. Alright. It's very good. The clock is much slower. Okay, let's cast Charter Course. Looking for lands here. Can discard one. I'll probably just discard a Charter Course. Then I'll play Terry. Maybe I should have discarded Dive Down. That was a mistake. I should have discarded Dive Down. I can't cast Dive Down because of Tide Taker. I think this deck is good. I think his Drix is pretty good at best of ones. Alright, I'm gonna just block this Dauntless Bodyguard. Before I draw a red source. This matchup is not good. Oh, another Crackling Drake. That's unlucky. Alright, top 2 islands. Can draw a Mountain and Fire Cannonade. Oh, Lava Coil. I'll discard Dive Down. Then I'll Lava Coil the Tide Taker. Looking for mountains here. If I draw a Mountain, I think I'm gonna... Nah, it's still too bad of a spot. Now, I don't think Mono Blue is good in best of one because Mono Red is too popular. I think in best of one, if you want to win, you have to have a good matchup against Mono Red. And this deck has a good matchup against Mono Red. Of course, now we're probably with Mana Base, but that's kind of unlikely. We have 12 red sources and a huge number of... Oh, look at this. I'm just gonna concede to this Loxodon here. Put in an attack with the Hunter Witness, they have Loxodon. Yep. Alright. Why Weenie it is. Got crushed by the Weenies. I personally don't think Mono Blue is that good in Standard, and I think best of 3 as well, but that's mainly because I'm not a very good Mono Blue player. But again, like the level of Mono Blue that Reduke or Autumn Boucher can play, like if like Mono Blue was a, let's say if Mono Blue was as easy as, alright, look at this Blood Crypt now saving the day. We can play Discovery. Just gonna take a screenshot and say this is why, you keep, and this is why you splash. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. When I was testing Mono Blue, I really didn't win a lot. I felt that deck was very bad, but of course I wasn't playing, again, I wasn't playing at the level of the top tier players. Alright, I'm gonna go Discovery first, because if opponent counters this, I'm dead. Would have top Terramander, but I've been mainly looking for lands here. Yeah, red is definitely easier in the best deck for best of 1. Alright. There's a Terramander underneath it. I'm gonna just cast Terry. Opponent goes Essence Capture. I'm gonna just shock the Siren Storm Teamer in response. If it doesn't do anything, I'm just gonna block the Siren Storm Teamer. And they have shock up in case they go Curse Possession. Or Merfolk Trickster. Congrats, thank you, thank you. Top 16 is a record that I'm very proud of. Very hard to achieve. 16 rounds, 0 buys. Alright, so opponent offers the trade that I'm very happy to take. And end of turn I'm gonna shock this. Let's see if they have Spell Pierce. If they have Spell Pierce, it's kind of annoying because, you know, I have mana to pay for it. But I am kinda, you know, now they can't counter my Enigma Drake. And having Enigma Drake, it's pretty great against that deck. Alright, Tempest Djinn. Luckily we have Lava Coil ready for it. Alright, draw Soul for Falls, that's great. So I can now attack and play Charta Course. Yeah, basically, we're playing against a deck that doesn't have any removal spells, so once you stick a threat to the table that's this large, it's gonna make, you know, your life very much easier. Constructed record was 7-3, and limited was 5-1. Alright, but I also let them cast this Charter Course for profit. But it's fine. If they tap out, I'm happy. Alright, now I'm gonna cast Crackling Drake. With Spell Pierce and Dive Down Up. There's no counter for this. Are links allowed? Yeah, I mean, as long as it's fine. Alright, I think I'm gonna Spell Pierce. I don't know, I kind of feel like I don't need to leave a mana on top for Dive Down. So might as well just Spell Pierce. Chat is pretty, you know, it's fine. Like, we only have 200 viewers. The chat is not going anywhere, so you can just post link. It's fine. It's not a too popular stream, too much popular stream, so it's okay. Our opponent keeps on 1-1, keeps on playing 1-1. It's pretty bad when you have only 1-1 and your opponent is 5-4. It's gonna be even larger next turn. Alright, let's cast Terry. Let's see if they have Absence Capture. Then I'll attack with all. And if opponent doesn't block, I'll dive down for lethal. And if opponent blocks, it's basically, again, kind of lethal. Opponent's on 7. Hello, Asia Booty. Would you consider a cooking Mengucci cuisine? No. No, I wouldn't consider that. Also because it's kind of a myth that Mengucci cuisine, it's cooking, it's more eating. You know, I eat great food, mainly cooked by my father. I don't really cook. I just eat the great food that my father provides. That's the story of the Mengucci cuisine. Sorry to disappoint you all. But every Italian cook, yeah, I mean, you can cook pasta. You can cook pasta better than basically every American Italian restaurant. But other than that, that's basically the baseline. Alright, so they chump. I'll cast my Crackling D. French were better cooks than Italian, yeah. I disagree, but it's okay. Yeah, but why did I just main face that? That's weird. Mono blue is hard. Mono blue. Did you guys? You guys should watch. You guys should watch Autumn Bruche Game 5 at the PT. Game 5 of the final. It's basically unwinnable. Like, nobody would have won that game, I think. I mean, nobody, no, but like 10 people in the world. Why? Come on, why do you have to cast spells? Well, I guess they have a quest of casting spells. Game 4 was intense, yeah. Yeah, but game 4 it's fine. Like, it was intense, but there wasn't that many very hard choices. Like the only hard choices was to cast the Essence Capture or Disdainful Stroke, and that was really a close call. Like Autumn Boucher decided to cast Essence Capture to play around. Sorry, Disdainful Stroke to play around the Thief of Sanity, but yeah, their opponent could have just had the Fairy, you know. Oh, this one sucks. That's kind of unlucky to open hands like this. Okay. Yeah, they drew very well. Yeah, whatever. I mean, the Esper deck drew very well. Esper is such a clunky deck and never stumbled. Never stumbled. Like it stumbled like one time in the top. What's this? Esper like stumbled one time in the whole top 8, and it's a deck that stumbles so much. So Esper was clearly more unlucky than every other deck. Guess our opponent is doing some funsies and also crushing us. Alright. I also don't draw land, so that's pretty much it. What do you think is the worst deck in the top 8? Luis Scott Vargas, Blue Red Phoenix. Oh, Toshiro Mizawa. That's fucked up. Oh my god. Toshiro Mizawa. Oh, that's insane. Getting beat as Toshiro Mizawa. Cat, what did they do to us? Cat, what did they do to us? Ah! Oh my god. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, it's fun. If someone wants to clip that, I'll send it to the guys over on Channel Fireball for the top 5 of the week. I think it's quite a fun one. Yeah, definitely get memed on. You have memed on. Was it like turn 5 kill or whatever? Yeah, turn 5 kill. Some turn 5 kill action over there. Unblockable. Alright, Thought of Rage. Play against Esper now. No more memes. The memes have gone. The memes have gone. I don't necessarily know how to clip it, but I think that this will make the top 5 of the Channel Fireball plays. It's quite funny. Was LSV deck not good? No, it wasn't good. Alright, let's keep on Discovery. Alright, I don't want Lava Coil, but I do want Opt. Basically, in this matchup, you want to have card selection. You don't want to flood. You don't want to draw more Lava Coils or Shock. So Opt is better than a random card. Ooh, no, I misunderstood my opponent's deck. We are playing against the Esper mid-range, not the Esper control. And that's very much better, because Esper control, it's a nightmare matchup. Alright. We got the clip. This is the worst deck in the top 8. Luis Scott Vargas, Blue Red Phoenix. Oh, Toshiro Mizawa. He does Toshiro Mizawa. Cat, what did I do to it? Yeah, that's what happened. That's just what happened. We got memed on. Alright, Thought Erasure gets rid of the Crackling Drake. I didn't play Opt because I give them the option to discard Opt, and also I don't show them the card. Wow, key meme. Was it you? Are you the meme opponent? Alright, I cast Discovery. I'm gonna just cast Opt, whatever. Enigma Drake. I like me some Drakes. 5-4 for 3, that's good. It's good stats. Well, don't give it attention, it's great. Let people play meme decks. Thank you, Kimim, for the clip. Ooh, Lyra Dawnbringer. That's a large boy. Alright, but I don't think my opponent can attack. If they attack, they might just die. If my opponent attacks and don't have that much to protect themselves, they might just die. I have to draw the Singleton Beacon Bolt to beat the Lyra. Probably just dead. Especially if they have like Deputy of Detention or something like that. Alright, they attack, so maybe they have something. Because if they don't have something and we draw like Discovery, we just win. Alright, start for the skill. Alright, let's draw Discovery into Lava Coil, shall we? Shock. Fuck, they gives this lifelink. Alright, GG. Lost to combination of Mythic Rare. I guess this deck is soft to Lyra. Happens. Happens. Yeah, Seraph of the Skills eats too weak, I think, to like Lava Coil Wrestling Contempt. Usually I don't like to play threats, just like Baneslayer, just like Lyra or Shala, you know, cards that you play and your opponent just kills immediately for no profit. I just don't like cards that let you go like 1-for-1. You just and like overpay mana. By the way, it's just great. Best of one, you never mulligan. You always open 2 or 3 lands. Like always. It's really all the time. It's really hard to mulligan. Like, you really need to get unlucky to mulligan. That's pretty great, right? That's a pretty great thing. A pretty great technology. Alright, like this land. Like this Charter Course. Opponent's playing Mountain. I'm gonna discard this Steam Vents. Not sure what they're gonna go with their Mountain. Maybe Runaway Steamkin? Not that that 4th land was bad. Ooh, Lightning Strike main phase? That's interesting. I'll play my Enigma Drake, which is very good against red. Risk factor, take action. Alright, I'm gonna play another Enigma Drake. And do a Lava Coil for their creature. If they keep on burning me, I might just lose. I might just need to make them draw cards with risk factor here. Wizard's Lightning, okay. I'm on 8. I'm on 5. Alright, I need to shock face and attack. I need to race back here. Really wish I discarded a Lava Coil over our Steam Vents on turn 2. Our opponent just dealt us 18 damage. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. All they did was like burn modern. You know if you click on gargoyles? Yeah, I do know it. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Why do I subject to this torture? Because I have a tournament called the Mythic Invitational PAX East, which is the highest tournament with prize payout that was ever done for Magic, $1 million. And all I want to do is win the tournament. So in order to do that, I have to practice. And right now I'm playing a deck, is a Drake's that I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good for the best of one strategy. Also, there are way worse things in Magic than best of one standard. Magic is still great, but yeah, obviously there's... I can't really play Legacy the whole time, you know, I have to also play other formats. It's Arena, Mythic Invitational Arena. Alright, I want to Lava Coil something here. No, actually, you know what? I'll just go Discovery. Because I want to keep Lava Coil for Steel Leaf Champion. Pin both of these. Looking for 4th land. Oh, Fairy Cannonade, that's nice. Actually, we haven't played against too many red deck. What's the plan versus Nexus or Gate deck? Yeah, it's a very bad matchup. That's why I'm playing the best of one, because Nexus is banned. Alright, I go Rhythm of the Wild, so I'm gonna just go Fairy Cannonade here. I need to draw a land at some point, but for now it's fine. Yeah, Fixed Shuffler, exactly. Probably Mono Red will be one of the choice. Yeah, I think here I'll play Charter Course first. Just wanna hit my land drop. Did not. Alright, Thorn Lieutenant. I'm not expecting a Steel Leaf Champion from a deck with a mountain, so I'm just gonna Charter Course and then Lava Coil it. Do I want to discard a land? Maybe a Shock. I might just regret it. I think I'll discard a land. This is like such a greedy play, but I think it's fine. Mono white. Mono white. It's pretty bad against red. You cannot bet. Ooh, that's a big boy. That's a big boy. Luckily we can... Wow, it's a 6/6 haste. Wow, look at that. Alright, let's crack up. Hijacker can block the Nulled Ferox. Beacon Bolt. Okay. Maybe too greedy with that discarding land. I don't discard land, I can triple shock the Nulled Ferox, and then they can never cast Galta. Drake is very bad. Why is very bad? I don't think it's very bad. Why is very bad? It's good against red, which is like the only deck that is basically reigning the match. I like your confidence, Mr. Tufaka. Why not discard Shock? Because I felt like my opponent wasn't doing much. I mean, they killed me like 2 turns after. But I felt my opponent wasn't doing much, and I didn't want to discard spells at that stage of the game. Against a deck with like Pelt Collector, you know, like cards where Shock could be a real card. Alright, let's go opt. Don't want a land, I want a Drake here. Looking for a Drake. Discover Dispersal is better than a random card. Shock. I'm gonna actually attack first. And then cast Discovery. They might have a Spell Pierce, but that's no big deal if they Spell Pierce. Alright. Yeah, I understand. You think that. I don't think that. I think Drake is good in the best of one because it has a good matchup against red, and because Nexus of Fate is banned. So I believe that Drake's is actually a good choice for best of one. I mean, I'm gonna just tap out fully here. Putting as you know, doing all this card advantage. They could spell pierce again, which is annoying, but if they already played one. Alright, they have 4 spells in the bin. I could go for an adapt. I'm gonna do it at the end of my opponent's turn. I'm still not sure what my opponent's playing. It's probably the mirror match. If they had a shock, they would have probably shocked in their turn, right? Maybe they're playing around Niv Mizzet with like Lava Coil plus shock. I think I want to just adapt and Niv Mizzet is great in this matchup. So now they're gonna probably go shock. How do you think is best of 3? I don't think it's particularly good because it's pretty weak to Sultai. But if people pick up mono blue and mono red and mono white, then it's a fine choice. All right, I think if we end up with Niv Mizzet, which looks like the case, the game is over. Yep. Gonna just burn Crackling Drawer. No, I'm gonna burn them. And I'm gonna play Lava Coil. And then they're gonna play Dive Down probably. Alright. So I'm gonna draw a card and ping this. And then in response to Dive Down, I'll play Shock on the Crackling Drake, draw a card and ping it. The Lava Coil was the bait. If I put in place another Dive Down, I can ping them and shock. Shock again on here. Draw a card and ping it. Alright. And then we clear the stack and the game is over.